Hey guys, Robbie. I got a special guest here to say something.
Greetings, this is Wonder Woman. You are watching Pros versus Noobs.
Actually, Wendy, that's supposed to be Pro teaches noobs. I know you like you like to do fighting and everything, but not everything's always.
And today, this is Azula from Avatar The Last Airbender. We're going to teach you how pros do things. They do it better than their brother. They're about to celebrate becoming an only child.
Yeah, I hear you say that a lot, Azula.
Yeah, noobs are just twerps and they all need to go to bed. They sure are. I can't stand a noob. You know who's a noob? Billy from The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I can't stand that guy. But he is my best friend, so whatever.
Oh, way to go, Mandy. So, yeah. What they said. Welcome to Pro Teaches Noobs. Hey guys, welcome to another lesson of Pro Teaches Noobs. Today I have with me Brit.
Hello, hello.
And we are in the penultimate of the Peter David Captain Marvel run. Are you eager for this?
Yes, I am.
Nice. So yeah, let's dive into the second to last story arc. First followed by two one-shots. I do not understand this situation. And frankly, I find that troublesome. I am, after all, the magister of the planet. And I'm Aurea. I am not a complete lackwit. So please, explain to me why the inhabitants of Kafan are being so damned ungrateful. Well, you see, it's like this. Studies have shown that in due course, I'll tell you why. It's because they have no appreciation for the risk that we undertook to free them. For 9 years, 9 years, the Badoon High Command had taken control of their world. 9 years they lived under the yoke of the planetary governor, Morkai, and we took the initiative to free them. We put ourselves at risk. And now, what do I hear? What gratitude are the Kafans showing of our selflessness? None. With respect, Magister, the Kafans have made their concerns quite clear. They think that we have been, and we, having driven off the Badoon, are now going to attempt to take over their world for ourselves. Why would they think that? Because it's been 30 years, 30 of their cycles, and we haven't yet left their world. Of course not. Their infrastructure is in shambles. If we don't help them rebuild their government, they'll descend to chaos. They fear other motivations, that we wish to rule them or mine their world for valuable elements. They say if we truly desire freedom for them, we must give them freedom from us. They don't know what's best. What's happening? We're under attack. Greetings. My name is Burstar, and I shall be the means of your death this evening. Guards, I believe you'll find most of your guards no longer in working order. I am here on behalf of the Badoon. They did not appreciate your interference in Kafan, and it's their desire I make their irritation known. Indeed, then you go back to your masters and tell them, as far as I, the magister, am concerned, that thank you for identifying yourself. It saves time. In any event, you don't understand. This isn't the start of a dialogue. This message goes one way. Damnation! Where did that energy shield come from? Well, since you asked, greetings, Burstar. Long time no beat the crap out of ya. Captain Marvel, did you think to fool me with that helmet and new costume? Burstar, I hate to burst your bubble, but you have the brain the size of a walnut. If I wanted to, I could fool you with a fake mustache and funny glasses. Watch. What? Where did you? Told ya. Simple light generated duplicate to distract you, and you don't know which way is up. You mongrel! Well, yes, that's your point. Get off of me! In a minute. This is none of your affair. Technically, it's not yours either. You'd ally yourself with the Kree, yet now you're acting on behalf of the Badoon, which leads one to conclude the Kree and Badoon are joining forces. What? How did you know? Oh, well, you'd be amazed what I know, Burstar. Doubtless you remember me from our previous encounter in the negative zone. Remember how I acted? How I moderated my powers, tried to incapacitate rather than kill? But things have changed. I've changed. It's time you knew. There's a new sheriff in town. Crack! Did you have to do that, Marv? Yes. Why? Because I said there's a new sheriff in town. Come on, Rick. You of all people know. If you can't trust witty fight repartee, what can you trust? Is he dead? Yes. You killed him. No, he was too terrified to face me, so he snapped his own neck. Happens all the time. You jest, of course. It's either that or kill you next. Again, that stunning sense of humor. You just keep telling yourself that. I am Magistar Pop, and on behalf of Magistar, we need to speak. But I'm busy congratulating our savior. We must have ceremonies. He must be feasted on. And Magistar, please, it is of the utmost urgency. My advisors insist on my attention. Affairs of state, you know how it is. Of course. I'll be but a moment. Take your time. Now, what is so damnable important that, Magistar, this Captain Marvel, he is infamous. Nonsense. He is a great hero. No, Magistar, that was the father. This is his son. He's insane, driven mad with power. He's conquered worlds, assaulted entire races. There's no telling what his true motivations or plans could be. A madman, you say? Are you sure? Beyond question, Magistar. We may have traded 1 minute for an even greater one. Yoo-hoo! Well, Captain Marvel, our world and I owe you a debt of gratitude, one that can never truly be repaid. I didn't do it seeking your gratitude, Magistar. I said Burstar would be here and could not allow him to succeed in his venture. It is simple as that. However, if you offer your gratitude, I accept it freely. Then it is given freely. Farewell. These were the actions of a madman? Our intelligence reports were very thorough. Idiots! I see no evidence of intelligence of any sort. Enough of this. We will reconvene tomorrow and determine the fate of Kafan. May your advice be more sound on the morrow. Good night, Magistar. Sleep well, Magistar. Yes, good night. I simply do not comprehend it. How could they have led me so astray? No wonder it's impossible to understand the ingratitude of the Kafans. I can scarcely credit the thanks of my own advisors. What is the world coming for you? You want me to answer that? What? I could, if you'd like, but I doubt you really want to know. Captain Marvel, what are you doing here? I was fatigued and started to avail myself of the gratitude of which you would be so eager to provide. And this seemed the most comfortable bed in the Imperial Palace, so... You steal into my chambers and commander my bed? Are you totally insane? Totally insane. What? Totally in sudden need of another pillow, perhaps? Nah, I'm good, thanks. I'm sure you can find another bed somewhere almost as comfy. Night-night. This is back to being the silliness.
Yes.
We should have gone more like this, where he's insane, but we're getting more of the comedy. And there is a reason. Are you noticing what was said earlier about what they're doing to the people of this planet? And what is Marv doing right now? The exact same thing.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to teach them a lesson.
Right.
Intolerable. The humiliation of being kicked out of my own bed by that individual. In fairness, Magistar, we did warn. Yes, I know. You were correct. Happy? But you say he was gone this morning? Yes, thank the gods, without a trace. Even made the bed. I'll give him points for tidiness. Magistar, with all due respect to your wounded pride, all things considered, we may have gotten off easily. Very possible. But it doesn't take the sting out of... Wagner! Oh, hi, I'm Rick Jones. I'm Captain Marvel's interior design consultant. So, what do you think? Too gay? Not gay enough? Fake volcanoes too much? You're supposed to be guards, you idiot. You nobodies. What am I paying you people for? Magister, no one went in or out, we swear. Gotta admit, we didn't have a lot of time to work. But Marv, he can be a real piston when he puts his mind to it. Mostly, I made the suggestion. But he was the one who got it done. All right. Oh boy. Mostly, you'd be amazed how much you can accomplish when using dimensional falls and kill this creature. Oh, I really wouldn't try it, Ching, if I were you. Captain, we're just admiring the decor. Yes, absolutely. Good. That's good. Rick and I have lots of ideas. Marv, yes, Rick? Should I be at all concerned that I'm on the same wavelength with you on this? Why would that concern you, Rick? Well, because usually the stuff you do creeps me out. But this time out, I'm feeling like it's pretty cool. even fun. So are these my thoughts, or should I be worried that you're, I don't know, doing something to me, acquiring some kind of additional influence over me? Rick. I wouldn't worry about that at all. Okay? Okay. Good. Because we have lots of other things to do to help these grateful people. Yeah. You were starting to see at the end of the last story arc, remember?
Uh-huh.
There's some influence. Yeah, it's getting worse. Which is why your current system of government simply won't work for you. But I have much better ideas. Ideas that I'm sure you won't have any problems with. Okay, so let's run through your new national anthem one more time. Ready? And there she was, just walking down the street, singing do what diddy dum diddy do. And so I'm afraid your system of religion simply won't do. If you see, once you had a multiple deity pantheon, that was coherent. Different gods, different personalities, different activities. You could blame various different gods for misfortune and thank others for blessing. But this monotheistic tribe you spout now, it just won't do. It leaves you with just one god with a severe multiple personality disorder, an obvious madman, a malignant thug. So if you tend on worshiping a madman, then you need to look no further than me. I work in mysterious ways. I'm all powerful, can raise the dead, and strike down the living, perform all manners of. That's it! I've had it! No more! Enough of this! It's gone on for far too long! You saved us from a monster. I recognize that. I appreciate that. I would hope so. I hope your gratitude would. Yes, we have gratitude. I have gratitude. But gratitude can only go so far. You abolished a great evil, but that doesn't give you the right to impose all of your views, your beliefs, your way of doing things on our world. The truly altruistic being doesn't take his altruism as an excuse to take over the lives of those he saved. Instead, he takes his bows and leaves. Magister, he can kill you with a. I don't care. I just want him to leave. Leave. Get out. Leave our world to us to stand or fall on our own. But leave. At last. Do you get it now? Do you get the point I've been endeavoring to put across? Of course, I understand now. I should have realized. Thank you for making me realize the error of my ways. You're not lying to me, are you? No, not at all. I've learned my lesson. Good. Thank God. Magister, what lesson have you learned? What was he? Who knows? He was insane. So we can finally get back to business. Now then, what do we do about those ungrateful wretches, the Kafans? Hello there. Remember when the captain said you shouldn't lie? Remember when he said he could raise the dead? Bet you remember now. How was that for a done one?
It was pretty good, pretty good. We get the humor back, we get the action. So it's a balance there.
Yep, and it uses the insanity to its advantage.
Yeah.
Yep. Hey, wake up, Daddy-O. There's something way flipped out happening. One side, Daddy-O. Let me get some answers from him. Go away, stupid dream. Okay, you, snap two. You got some serious explaining to do. Let me go back to sleep. Back to sleep meaning I'm awake now? And that those voices. Ah, holy crap. Am I in the maestro time again? Or am I still asleep? That's it. Chill out, would you? Why'd you hit me for, you moron? Seemed that's the fastest way to prove you weren't asleep. Now, come on, Spell. What's going on here? And where is this place? And most important, who's the babe? Marv. The babe's name is Marv. Marv, this has you written all over it. Come on, Marv. I know you can hear me. What's this latest game about? Who's this Marv you're referring to, pal? Look, enough's enough. You got enough. This was back when Rick was Bucky for a very brief time. Yeah, he was Bucky for a very brief time. And it is, of course, him right around the time when he, he met the Hulk.
Okay.
Yep. Now, you got any idea who it is you're trying to yank around here? Of course I do, Chowderhead. Over there. That's one Rick Jones, teenage idiot who snuck under the testing range of a gamma bomb just to prove he wasn't chicken to some idiots so inconsequential that he won't remember their names 10 years later. And you're also Rick Jones. A couple years later, when Captain America took you on as his partner and dressed you in his dead psychic's uniform, a move that, in retrospect, could be seen as disturbingly necrophilic. Hey, who the heck do you think you are? I'm you, you idiot. Who the do you think? And cripes, get your head off your ass. Daddy-o said ass. Marv, you got 5 seconds to tell me why I'm face-to-face with Beavis and Butthead here. After that, I sci-fry your brain out into the middle of next week. No need to be so testy, Rick. It's about time. How did you cause this? It must have been you. Rick, I resent your implication. Did you cause this? Of course. What's your point? Excuse me, it is going to go on much longer. I'm supposed to meet the guy that... Shut up! Okay! I made an interesting discovery today. Remember when I helped Entropy recreate the universe? Yeah. Well, it wasn't exactly a seamless job. I mean, that should have been obvious. Considering I'm still in the Kree uniform, I acquired in a timeline that supposedly no longer happened. Whoa! There's maybe 1 million chicks camped out there. All colors, all shapes. They're groupies. I'm a rock star here. All right! How do I get down there? I'd be glad to throw him down. That's an option, if you'd all care to die. Marv, for crying out loud! All right. There are a few time rips, for want of a better term, in the fabric of the universe. You mean like in Time Bandits, with dwarves jumping through time? No, more like temporal fault lines. I found that by stimulating them with cosmically charged photonic particles, which I can generate via the negaband, I can really shake things up. For starters, I can cause people to come face to face with their own past selves. It's fun. How in the hell is it fun? Oh, you'd be amazed. Frankly, Rick, you should be thanking me. Thanking you? How? And are those earlier versions of you next to you? Yes. Now, in answer to your previous question, you've always moped about how, because of your foolish teen behavior, you caused so much hardship for so many. So here's your chance to set it right. That's it, girls. Form a human mattress. Get all. All you need to do is convince your earlier self not to sneak out of that testing facility. Ah, no, you don't. Hey! Uh-huh. And if I do, well, isn't it obvious? If you do, you get to live a normal life. So does Bruce Banner. For that matter, so does Betty Ross and Marlowe, Jen Walters, Jim Wilson, Jarella. The list is endless. That's all I have to do. That's all. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have my own concerns to attend to. Shi'ar ale, practically toxic to non-Shi'ar, as I recall. You'll recall, this stuff will take the carbon scoring off your hull. So just what kind of hallucination am I having? The painful kind. Now, of course, this is Marv. Wait, let's just say this is Marv during the first half of the mini.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Closet, you didn't have to do that. What is your problem anyway? Because I can tell you right now, the Kree High Command sent you to... Oh, do you understand now? Yes, I sort of... No, not really. Not at all. For someone who's cosmically aware, you're disturbingly and distressingly clueless. But look, whatever's going on between you two, it's got jack all to do with me. It has everything to do with you, Genis-Vell. Who are you, or what you will become once you outgrow your period of drunken debauchery? No way. For starters, why would I cut my hair that short? Ow, 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 hey, ow, 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 ow. This answer it? Yes. Any other questions? No, none. Well, I have a few. I'm not deaf, and unlike our ancestor here, I'm not drunk either. I heard what you were saying about time rips and such. I see it hanging right there. If you're causing all this, you've got to. Wow! I don't do well with got to. You supposed to be me in my future? Grazit, what happened to us? You want to know? Ask and learn, and the truth shall set you free. Quest and quite an array, isn't it? Your life flashing before your eyes, except it's not your life. Well, not yet. It's not, but it will be, my naive friend. Oh yes, it most assuredly will be. Oh my God, the pain, the insanity, so much, too much. I thought you thought you could handle cosmic awareness. Yes, you thought you could be a force for good, a hero like your father. Yes, instead you fail utterly. You descend into madness. You care about nothing and no one. Faced with power and nigh immortal, you devise ways to kill time entertainingly until it ends. Yes! You could end it sooner. How? Kill him. He's a drunken reprobate, an embarrassment. None will miss him. Kill him, and it all goes away. No way, Daddy-o. You want the kids to think I'm chicken? What the kids think? Is there anything else that's important to you? Well, yeah, you're telling me I'm going to be a rock star for one, so I play guitar, huh? Am I any good? Not if you believe Rolling Stone. Look, kid, stay with me, okay? I need you to grow up a little, to not give a damn what the kids say. You cuss a lot. I have to cuss a lot to cuss about. Now, listen, it's important to look, man. I get it, okay? Here's what you don't get. I'm not stupid, you know. I figured it out. This whole thing's a dream, or maybe I'm tripping on one of Sheila's funny brownies again. Figured that out all by your lonesome, did you? Yeah, that's why none of this makes sense. Because it don't got it and gotta. But eventually I'll wake up and get back to business. And and you get it, right? I mean, you've seen tons more than Beeve here. Like, you know what's out there, what lurks in the shadows or under rocks. You know this ain't a dream. You slapped me around to prove it. Yeah, I think I know the score. Want me to slap him around? No, I want you to talk sense into him. Into him or into you? What's that supposed to mean? I mean, are you nuts? Try to talk him out of. Geez, can you imagine a word without you in it? By you, I mean the Rick Jones as the hero, the adventurer, the go-to guy when things get rough, not the teenage jerk's harmonica player. Maybe you're the one who's tripping. My God, the lives I've ruined with one stupid act. And what about the lives you saved, huh? What about the time the Hulk saved the planet, or trashed entire cities, or beat back alien invasions, or put other heroes in the hospital? I mean, come on, man. How am I supposed to take you seriously? Look at you. It's embarrassing. The ultimate superhero wannabe. Yeah, well, at least I want to be something. How about you, Hotshot? What do you want to be? Left alone. Well, then, I guess you helped create the right monster after all. Ouch! 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 That was a good burn.
Yeah, well,
It's easy. Point and shoot, like a camera. And if I do that, then I'll die too, right? Well, yes, of course. But honestly, knowing what you know, is this existence really worth living for? Right now, lots of people are asking themselves the same question. It's not just you and just here on the moon, you see. All over people's past and present and future are colliding, thanks to me. They're all evaluating their lot and their reasons to live, making the most difficult decisions of their life. You're bluffing. See you and raise your 20. Crap. Of course, that's all Penn would do. Is play poker with himself. If you hate your life so much, why not end it yourself? Try that. Didn't take. Instead, it just turned me into God. God? Yes, that's how these things work. I died, I was risen. And by the way, I created the universe with a big bang. Whose resume does that sound like to you? God's? There you are. Fine, if you're God, you do, and you can do anything. So you kill him. Go on. I'd rather talk you into doing it. Talk me into doing evil. Sounds more like the devil than God. Same thing. Same thing. Of course. God, devil, two sides of the same coin. Why else are good and evil always linked? Take the D from devil, change it to an O, and add it to God. There you are, and there you are. See? He's dead drunk. Just one squeeze takes out the drunk part. No. How can you not want to? Seeing where it leads, the destination. Now you're the one who's naive. I'm on a hero's journey, Captain. It may lead to you, but I don't believe you're the destination. You see, bottom line, you're no different than him. Both drunks. Him on alcohol, you on power. The abuse remains. Only the substance changes. What sort of hero's journey winds up with the hero the same as when he started? Is it really that bad? All the stuff that happens, I mean? It will be if you play like that. God, you suck. Here, let me show you. I thought Rolling Stone said you were no good. Maybe, but I suck less than you. Now watch. Pick up the gun. Pick it up and end this farce. You pick it up. You use it if you're so godly, but you won't. Because bottom line, you're afraid. I know you're the last stop in and you're not the last stop in the journey. You don't want me to end it before I become you. You want to end it before you become something else, something so much better than you. It's terrifying you. I walk away from you. You want to run from it. The thing is, I'm not scared. Are you? No, because I'm holding the gun. Then use it. But spare us the pseudo-god crock of wham! So it's over? You destroyed the time rips and everything's back to normal? Yes, and to them, it'll be a passing dream that will evaporate when they fully awake. Okay. Marv? Yes? Was he right about what's coming? In a way. I suppose I am afraid of it, but I'm not sure if it's because I'll be so much better than I am right now, as he thought, or because I'll be far, far worse. How was that?
good. Again, we still have the, humor and a little more action this
Characterization.
time. But yes, the characterization, and we have just this. It, it's a fully formed story now,
Hmm.
Um,
Okay,
and
now,
yeah,
yep, here we come up now, finally at the end of the insanity arc. But it's going to start with Marv doing something, and you're going to be like, oh, screw you, Marv!
oh Lord.
Crazy like a fox. That's a perfect title. What are we going to do about Captain Marvel? Perhaps we of the Kree missed a council meeting or two. How in Palma did Captain Marvel become our responsibility? Because he's half Kree, you insufferable fool, and you Skrulls are half-witted. Perhaps we should hold you responsible for every half-wit who wanders into space. Please, this is going to get us nowhere. This council wasn't convened for the purpose of arguing. Captain Marvel's rogue activities represent a problem for all of us, and it is as a unit that we should solve it. And these are his parents, Elysius of Titan, who used their technology and clone material from the late Captain Marvel to create Genis. Unfortunately, Elysius has since passed as well. If they are both deceased, then the Kree becomes responsible for him. On what grounds? He's been wearing a Kree captain's uniform. Well, perhaps he'll start sprouting ugly and pointed ears, and we'll say he's your problem. And that's enough. Back to your places immediately. The Kree must be sanctioned, and in addition to supporting the terrorist activity of Captain Marvel, we've learned they formed an alliance with the Badoon, a race so warlike, so vile, they're not even a member of this council. We are not unaware of the anonymity between the Kree and Skrull that would cause such charges to be made without foundation. Still, at the risk of getting off track, they bear investigation. We of the Shi'ar call upon the Kree to answer. We have offered philanthropic aid to the Badoon, yes. They're a downtrodden, misunderstood race seeking to better themselves. It is simply our desire to ennoble them, to lift them up to the level of ours, more civilized races, such as the Prisley Skrulls. Your sarcasm is as pathetic as your lies. Fellow beings, we have visual of the Badoon massing on a secret base at Tau Ceti 4, trading with Kree aid, Kree weaponry, and Kree soldiers overseeing it all. They intend to use the Badoon as foot soldiers in new realms of conquest. See for yourself the unholy alliance of Pama, eh? Not exactly as advertised, is it, Skrull? Destroyed, all of it. Krees murdered hundreds of Badoon. What could have? Well, since you asked, remember me, the previous topic of discussion? I bet you thought I didn't know. Believe me, I know. I know everything you think. Everything you have said or could possibly say. Captain Marvel! See, I knew you were going to say that too. You were observing the dead Badoon in Kree, eh? I'm afraid the Badoon simply had to die. I mean, honestly, green scaly skin with maroon ensembles, it just wouldn't do. And the Kree, well, all the screaming and shouting while I was fighting the Badoon, I couldn't concentrate. And guess who's going to be next? I spy with my cosmic eye something that starts with dead. Be seeing ya. Dang! Activate all defensive grip. High priority alert. Scramble the fleet and get the Frel out of here. Gallinal Reserve, our largest warship. No, not the small battle cruiser, the big one. Rick, aren't they all excitable? Huh? What was that, Marv? I said these alien races. Aren't they very excitable? Sure, Marv, if you say so. You've been very cooperative lately, Rick. You know that, don't you? Yep. You have no clue that I've slowly been taking over your mind, right? Using our psychic link to reorder your neural patterns? No clue at all. That's good. Rick? Yeah, Marv? Go kill yourself. Okie dokie. Bye, Rick. And Rick does die.
What?
That tells you how far gone he is.
Wow.
Now don't worry, he doesn't say that, obviously.
Yeah, but wow.
See what I mean? This is how far gone Marv has got. I told you. I did tell you, didn't I?
Definitely
You're going to be like, what the fuck, Marv?
Definitely went from 100 to 0.
Yep, you're just like, what the fuck?
Well, 0 to 100.
Am I right, though? This is just like wait, what?
Right.
Fleet Battleship Polaris, keep to the port. You almost rammed us. Go to hell, Skull Cruiser. The Polaris makes way for no one, least of all Skrull. And if you didn't maneuver like a dead space whale, you wouldn't have to make way for anyone. How dare you? The ship is the pride of the fleet. Considering the quality of your fleet, that's not saying much. All of you, be quiet. Have you forgotten who the common enemy is? I certainly think they have. It's disgraceful. Absolutely. Their incessant petulance is... Hello. Looking for me? He's here! All hands fire! This may be giving you all a faint feeling of deja vu. The reason is something similar to this already happened in another universe. Sadly, it's gone now. Happily, I'm still here. Captain Marvel, you're ordered to depart this vessel at once. Okay. All vessels, fire! Stay on him. We're through his shield. More power to weapons. More power. We've got him. We killed Captain Marvel. The threat is over. We did it. You did it. Clearly, the firepower of our Skrull cruiser provided the be quiet difference in the... Do you never tire of hearing yourself? A plague on all of you. I said be quiet. It was too easy. You call that easy? It took the combined powers of our fleet. We threw everything we had at him to stop him. I believe that was the speaker's point. Hello. Don't get him up. Good to see you. If I don't kill you, have a nice day. So, have I lived up to my advanced billing? And to think that whatever deities there are would put so much power into an unstable, so unworthy a vessel. You may well be right. Then again, Voltaire, a member of the human race that you so despise, may have put it most aptly. God is a comedian playing to an audience too afraid to laugh. Depending on your comfort level, think of me then as God, or God's opening act. Now hear me. You think I presented a problem to you? That's nothing compared to the problem you're going to present to the rest of the galaxy. What is he talking about? This is an outright... Damn! This next word was going to be rage. Anyone else care to have their next word completed by me? Any at all? No? Pity. Now then, I am cosmically aware. That means, among other things, I see the threads of the future in the many ways they can interweave. And there is one very consistent pattern when I look at your threads. In the future, all of you will form a genuine alliance. All differences will be set aside. Rather than this council being a place to air grievances, they'll be and instead be a united front. I ally with the Skrulls? Those treacherous? It will never happen. As hard as it is to believe, I assure you it will be so. But then, why act so threateningly if you present good news? It's not good news. See, once united, you conquer the galaxy. All with the best of intentions, of course. Conquering always has those. The bloody result is the same, and the bodies are stacked 3 high. You achieve absolute power, which corrupts absolutely. Believe me, I'm an expert on that one, so I'm going to save the galaxy by annihilating all of you future conquerors. You have a week to get your affairs in order, and then, like bugs, squish. Questions? Comments? The spokeswoman from the Shi'ar. I believe you have something to say? I do, actually. At the risk of being vaporized, by all means, risk it. In considering the matters of your actions, your conquests, your attacks, your wars, your trespasses, we've taken into account the fact that, in addition to being half Kree, you're also half Titan. You've summoned my late mother's side of the family. I thought you might. Cosmically aware, remember? Then you're aware they're here, I suppose. Of course. And of course, then true to their names, the Titans have the largest ship. It will make no difference. Now, remember what I told you? Right in the last volume, a plot point that wouldn't get resolved until here. We're about to get that.
Here.
Let them send my Uncle Eros to chastise me, or Mentor, or Thanos. Hell, bring on Thanos if he's so inclined. I promise you, nothing is. Janice is enough. It's a trick. It's no trick. Yes, it is. Janice, put the gun down and put down the gun now. It's time for the madness to end. Your late mother is here to make it all better. We're finally getting his mother resolved.
Oh, wow.
Yep. You heard me, Janice. It's time for the madness to end. We're here to bring you home. It should never have gone this far, but we weren't certain if our intervention would make things better or worse. But you left us no option. Your threat could destabilize the entire galaxy. We have to step in. Whatever you are, don't move. I swear to God, I'll kill you. It's a relief to hear you say that. Here you seem to believe you were God. Shut up! Don't tell me what I believe. Why Why can't I see you? See me? Genis, darling, I'm right here. No, I mean my cosmic awareness. It should have. You, take it off right now. It? My outfit? You want me naked? Genis, even for you, that's wandering into a weird area. The face! Take the face off! My mother's face! It's sick that you're wearing it! Sick and twisted and tacky! Very, very tacky! Take it off or I'll shoot it off! All right, Genis, enough threats. Give me the weapon right now. Now I ask you, is that how you show respect for your mother? Oh, don't look so surprised. Did you truly think Titan science couldn't develop force shields sufficient to withstand anything you might throw at us? This day was inevitable, Genis, and we've had plenty of time to consider all the possibilities. Really? Consider this then. My statement stands. You have 1 week to get your affairs in order. Then you're all dead, and you're deader than any of them. I think that went quite well, and don't you? And don't you? You put them up to this, didn't you? Even from beyond the grave, Father, you come up with new and interesting ways to make my life more miserable than it already is. Like, what the devil do you want from me, huh? I should have just destroyed the whole Titan ship right then, and then blow up the council chamber. See how much good her shields do when she's floating in space. Why didn't I do that? Why? Because you were confused. You were caught off guard, and that's a sensation you've forgotten about. It's paralyzed your thought process. Epiphany! Yes, long time no see, Captain. Or short time. It's all really relative, isn't it? And speaking of relatives, I never really had the chance to tell you how much I appreciate your helping my brother Entropy create the universe. Who knows what sort of evil scheme he's currently engaged in. Evil scheme? My dear counsel, Genis is not evil. He's deeply troubled. With all due respect, Titanus, and the two are not mutually exclusive. When we asked Titan to send a representative, we were expecting more force and less nurturing. I am what I am, Councilwoman. What precisely would that be, Titanus? Our intelligence stated you were dead. Kree intelligence. There's a contradiction in terms. Shut up, Skrull. No one asked you. Oh, at the risk of providing more fodder for Kree Skrull bickering, we had also heard reports that you had been killed. The reports, Councilwoman, were greatly exaggerated. Indeed, but the threat your son poses is no exaggeration. He promised wholesale slaughter, and he's engaged in such activities already. For the record, he's mostly slaughtered Kree and their misbegotten allies, the Badoon. The Skrull Empire has no objection to those activities, and when he comes for you, Skrull, then what? Perhaps we will not be such easy pickings as you and yours. Or perhaps they will. Perhaps they will. He mows through our fleet as if we were nothing. Take your nurturing approach, Elysius, if you feel so viable. But we will not wait to be victims of genocide. If this matter is not settled to our satisfaction in 3 days, we will come after him. And you. And that's the naked truth. My, that was... Look, meanwhile, in a Motel 6 on Krypton!
Oh.
That's a joke, obviously!
Yeah.
My.
That should be a fan fiction idea. Most Justice from Krypton. Wow.
That was cosmic. Then again, I'm sure you hear that a lot. Captain, what's wrong? I miss Rick. I didn't think I would, but I do. I miss his scolding, his attitude, and his humanity. It was so easy to feel superior when he was around. Have the power of a god, and having the power of a god should be enough to make you feel superior in any event. You think that, wouldn't you? So what are you going to do about it? I don't know. Bring him to life, I guess, and back to life, I guess. And so, with a heavy heart, that we, the Jonesies, the greatest fans of Rick Jones in the entire microverse, do hereby consign his magnificent remains to the flame. We will never know why he chose to throw himself off the balcony to leave us with broken body and shattered dreams. Perhaps we simply weren't good enough fans, and he needed to teach us a lesson. Well, we've learned it, and we'll never, ever forget it. It or him. And goodbye, Rick. Hello, Rick. So you can bring anyone back to life now? No, I haven't reached that point yet. I can empower corpses, but once I withdraw my energies, they collapse like puppets with cut strings. But Rick and I, we're molecularly bonded. If the cellular damage isn't too catastrophic, restoring him to life is no big trick. Oh dear, this could be tight. Rick. Okay, Rick, time to wake up. Rick, look, it's Ashanti naked. Huh? What? Hey, Marv, What's cooking? Funny you should ask. Yowza! Less shouting, more moving, Rick. He has risen. Ugh, what happened? How did I get here? What? You! Now, Rick, don't be hasty. You did this. Did something to my mind. Rick, if you just calm down now, you'll see that. Fry! Stop! Rick, stop! Not this time. I don't care if it blows my head off or if I live trapped here forever. You're done. You're Rick. I need your help. Please go to hell. I'm begging you. No, kill me and you doomed Marlowe and all Earth and they all die. Okay, talk fast and make it good, or your history. And they threatened us? The nerve! I'm starting to wonder whether Genis doesn't have the right idea about them. How dare they threaten my sister in that fashion? Of all the arrows, not everything needs to be about you. Not for lack of trying. I'll grant you that. The point is, we have to focus on Genis now. We've put it off as long as we can. We put it off because it would mean explaining your presence here. We weren't sure if he's ready for that. But yet, well, as his father's beloved humans are wont to say, ready or not, here we come. It seems whack that Mr. Cosmic Know-It-All is coming to me for answers. You know, Rick, it didn't really sink in the first 20 times he said that, but the 21st was the keeper. Okay, so it could be a clone of your mother. That'd be a cakewalk for them, right? Yes, go on. Could be an evil twin or a parallel dimension thing. Hell, maybe she's left over from that time rift thing you opened. Here's what I keep coming back to, though. Why would any of those options have thwarted my cosmic awareness? Could it have something to do with your brother? If I have a bro, Marv, it's news to me. Notice that statement. Remember, Rick should be able to see her. He doesn't. So he's completely unaware about Epiphany being there.
Interesting.
Keep that in mind. Unfortunately, this is going to be one of the plots that goes nowhere. The Creed She-Hulk thing doesn't, but this does, unfortunately. Anywho, I'm thinking we won't get it sorted out here. Best way is to go to the source. We've tracked this photonic discharge, Eros. He's half a kilometer away. And if I'm not mistaken, that's where his father is buried. Believe me, you're not mistaken. We've got a visual lock on him, sir. What's he doing? I'm not sure. It appears to be some sort of greeting. He's powering up the fire on us. Target and fire first. Eros, but why? Before one can discipline young one, dear sister, one has to show willingness to be firm. Firing main battery. What the? I gotta double check one thing. I hate this. One second. I'm just checking one thing quickly. Okay, he's saying Titan in the saying sister in the Titan format. You know what I'm saying? You get what I mean?
Kind of.
Yeah, basically it means that that when he says my sister, he doesn't mean literally by relation.
Oh, okay.
Some sort of light image. The little cretin tricked us. He likes to play games. Take after his uncle Eros in that regard. Not funny, Ulysses. Helm, track him, sir. If his course stays consistent, he's heading home, sir. He's heading for Titan. We'll get there as quickly as we can, darling. But I'm afraid he has something of a lead on us. I hadn't expected you to undergo your first big test quite this soon. Don't worry about it, Mother. I'll be able to handle Big Brother just fine. Phyla! We get Phyla finally! I have no doubt, Phyla. Just remember, your brother has abrogated the responsibility and trust of his position. His birthright is yours now. You are the new Captain Marvel. I know you'll make us proud. Look at that! Welcome to my world, Rick. Or more precisely, welcome to yours. It's an age-old question, isn't it? If you could go back in time, knowing what you know, and smother Hitler in his crib, would you? Well, I do know that, well, I do know what I know now, and here it is for your enlightenment. The mightiest races in the galaxy truly joining forces, not simply as a bickering council, but to act for the greatest good of sentient beings, meaning, of course, themselves. Adopting the policy of preemption, they strike down humanity in the way that you would torch a single hornet's nest before the residents grow to such numbers that they sting the neighborhood to death. It's precise, it's thorough, and it's final. The final solution to humanity problem. Do you see it, Rick? Yeah, I see it. Thanks for conjuring up the image via your cosmic awareness thing and pumping into my brain. It's like mainlining a Jerry Bruckheimer film. Ever heard of Marcus Tullius Chiero, Rick? Famed Roman orator. He stated, let the punishment match the offense. The offense of tyrants is that they live. How does that warrant such a punishment? And they call me insane. They call you insane because you are insane. Not long ago, you went on about how we're friends. Then you took control of my mind and caused me to fall to my death. I brought you back. You know why? Because nature has no love for solitude and always leans, as it were, on some support. The sweetest support is found in the most intimate friendship. Cicero said that as well. That's because Cicero never had you for a friend. I'm like this puppet on your strings, Marv. I stew down here in the microverse, and you yank me around. How am I supposed to live like this? You know what? Forget about it. Get us the Titan, sort this thing out with your mother, and then we stop War of the Worlds Part 2. And then off how far in the future it may be. Speaker, may we have privately have a moment? Well, this is a shocking development. Korean scrawls side by side. Speaker, in case you've forgotten, our council deliberations are broadcast live to our respective empires. A certain amount of, posturing? Yes, exactly. Thank you. Don't mention it. Some posturing is necessary to keep our constituents satisfied. In point of fact, however, our truly important work transpires behind closed doors, where civil tongues accomplish far more than belligerent. I couldn't agree more. So what brings you here? I love that. So apparently a lot of that bantering is for the posturing, chest pounding for the people when they're actually behind closed doors. They're not so hated with each other.
Right.
Isn't that typical with politics?
Yes. Yes, it is.
But to find out that even the Korean scroll are that way, that's a bit of an eye-opener. We gave the Titans 3 days to deal with Captain Marvel. We're thinking that we may have been overly generous. What do you suppose? Attack. Now. Marv, the place is deserted. What's going on? He's wrong. They're here. So you said so too. You're thinking what I'm thinking. Exactly the same. Marv, who are you talking to? Isn't it obvious, Rick? She's standing right there. As for the Titans, they're out of phase. What? Basically, they put themselves out of sync with the molecular vibration of this plane. They're a second or two behind us, or perhaps ahead of us. It's hard to be sure. They're probably watching you from safety. Obviously, they want to avoid a fight. They're afraid of you. Yes, you're right. They're afraid of me. They conjure up this fake Elysius, bypass my cosmic awareness somehow. They're trying to get you to make you lose control. Exactly. But I won't let them. Not one of them has the guts to face me. You called it, Mother. He's here. I'm ready to do whatever it takes. And you have what it takes, my dear. Remember, you're the new Captain Marvel now. Do justice to the name that your brother has tragically disgraced. But show the mercy he's been lacking. Just so long as I get to kick his butt while I'm doing that. I should never have let her start monitoring Earth television. It's a bad influence. Don't be that way. Besides, you've been monitoring it as well, and it hasn't affected you. Oh, fine. Whatever. Whatever. To see this grown woman saying that.
Right.
That always makes me snicker.
Yeah. Just having fun as, even as a grown woman, you have those teenage moments.
Well, she's doing it because she's watching the fictional teenager saying it.
Right.
Marv, for Pete's sake, who are you talking to besides me? What are you, Rick? Blind? It's Epiphany. She's right there. Marv, I see everything you see. And I'm telling you, she's not there. She's there, Rick. Epiphany. Wave to him. Hey, Rick. See? Marv, there's empty space there. And what are you saying? That I'm imagining her? That I can't distinguish reality from fantasy anymore? I wasn't saying that. Thinking it, though. Don't be absurd. I'm insane, not psychotic. Maybe. Maybe this whole being cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs thing has been one big excuse to do whatever you wanted without taking responsibility. But now you really are starting to snap, seeing people who aren't there. But I didn't just see her. No, it's just not true. She's as real as your belief that these alien races are going to destroy Earth, or you believe that you're an only child. Yes, I mean, who the? Oh, come on. Searching your cosmic awareness should be able to tell you who I am, or are there more cracks in that copious knowledge than you care to? Hyla? Who? I don't know. Oh, well, that cleared it all up. You're Phyla. But how do I know that? Because you don't exist. I know you don't exist. Really? And you know that you do? Incogito ergo sum cogito. I think, therefore I am. I think. Come on, big bro. All your life you touted your smug superiority to me, and I had to deal with it. I am Captain Marvel. I'm the legacy. Made me want to puke sometime. Well, guess what? I'm Captain Marvel now. Mom said so deal with it. Is that so? Typical of you, Phyla. Always trying to copy me, envying me, for as long as I can remember. Marv, is your bread hearing what your mouth is saying? Oh, Pama, it's impossible. I got an even better one for you. How about you've actually been in a coma since you first overloaded on cosmic awareness? You're still lying in the desert, staring up at nothing. Your broken mind has been trying to piece everything back together and conjure me up for the final stage. That'd be a real mind snapper, wouldn't it? You really have to die now. Marv, I said no killing, just her. I killed just her and no one else, I swear. As if you could. I wasn't kidding, big brother. You've let Mom down, let everyone down. Fortunately enough, Captain Marvel is here to save the day. Oh man, I was going to just use the side fry to rein you in. But your sister seems like she can handle herself. She's not my sister. And why did you act like she is? Because she is. I don't know. It's making sense. Marv, this is no time to flake out on me. Well, not more flaked out than you've been. And not if Earth's really hanging in the balance like you said. Don't listen to him. You're a god in the midst of humanity. Last time humanity thought they were, and they had one of those, they crucified him. So what do he and his kind know of such thing? I know Epiphany, but it's all Marv. Epiphany's not there. You're imagining it, Captain. If they destroy your confidence, if they destroy you, then Earth's annihilation is assured. Shut up, both of you. Shut up. Well, this can't be good. You want to be Captain Marvel? Fine. Then die like your predecessors. If by predecessor you mean our father, who aren't in heaven, he died a hero's death. I'd gladly share it. If you're referring to yourself, you're not dead yet. But if that's what you want, hey, I could never deny my big brother anything. Marv, what's happening out there? Too much light, energy, can't see. Nothing all that interesting, Rick. Man, I'd forgotten how much I couldn't stand her. And you also forgot she existed, apparently. Who forgets relatives? Who wouldn't like to? That's what it comes down to, isn't it? Everything you do in the name of Captain Marvel. And the only thing you can do, and the only way you can do that is by pretending you're one of a kind. You're not, and you know it. You want me to tell you what you are? Could I possibly prevent it? You're the first draft. You're the one Mom made all the mistakes on. I'm the one who's getting it right. You sure are, Phyla. Right between the eyes. And bang, zoom, to the moon, Phyla. Okay, granted, we're on the moon already, but you get the idea. Oh, yeah, I get the idea, all right. And guess what it's time for now? A new idea. Genis, do you have any idea what it's been like, huh? Seeing you just doing things to yourself? First the drinking, and then the binges. And then it seems like you got together. And boom, you're way over the edge again. Don't you get it, huh? I wanted to look up to you. I wanted to be someone, to make Mom and me proud, to make our father proud. And you haven't, and it just gets me so ticked off, you know. But you know what else it's family for? But you know what else it's family for? But to tick you off. Ah! Sorry, sis, I wasn't listening. What'd you say? Marv, will you tell me what the heck is going on? Is she your sister? Do you even have a sister? No, I don't. Except I do. You're talking with Rick Jones, right? Your better half? And how's that working out for you? Face it, Marv, there's stuff going on here that you don't understand. And the fact that you don't want to understand it is what's freaking you out the most. And if you don't ease up, company. Marv, are you open to suggestions? Sure, why not? Okay, first stop whomping on your maybe sister, considering her fan club, the Mary Marvel Marching Society, is here. The Mary Marvel Marching Society. Second, since your recollection seems dicey, maybe you want to sit down and talk with this Alicius. And why would I want to do that? Because maybe she is your mother. You once had a vision of your future in which she'd return, remember? Yes, I remember. I remember everything. Genis, listen to me. Listen carefully. The rest of the Titans there, out of face. Yes, I know. Afraid of me. Afraid to face me. No, not afraid to face you. Afraid of hurting you. We care about you. All of you. Of us. I know this is all very confusing, but there's an explanation. I'm just trying to confuse you. It's all right. I know what I have to do now. Oh, I'm not liking the sound of that. You see, the universe, it's not quite put together right. There are temporal rifts that are causing leaks, yes, of chronal energy. I know, I was responsible for them. They're located at various points throughout reality. There's one just off Proxima Centauri, one in Tau Ceti, one I closed up over on Earth's moon, and one right here. Genis, what are you doing? Isn't it obvious, Mother? I'm sending you and loving sis here back to whatever unreal, past not taken, wrinkle in time you've come from. Genis, no! Stop! Why, Mother? You said it was time for this to end, so I'm ending it. It's for your own good, and the good of the people is the greatest law. Just as Sarah said, oh, come along, big brother. Wouldn't be the same without you. You saucy. And here we finally wrap up the insanity. Finally! Okay, the important thing is not to panic. I'm obviously against a far more clever foe than I thought. I don't know where this rift has taken us. For that matter, there doesn't seem to be any us, just me. Don't know where anybody else is, but that's fine. Just need time to regroup to, something here. Feels like entrance to a cave of some sort. Good, excellent. Just need to hide. Seems like I'm running away, but I'm not. I'm merely advancing in reverse at high speed. Wonder how far this thing goes. It's almost like reliving birth, except my birth is a lie, of course. No mother's womb for me. I was a test tube, genetic cocktail, just like my sister. Except I don't remember her. Except I do. Bizarre that my cosmic awareness should help me know everything that is or was or will be. All my memories of my early years, my development, my life, are all implanted. Can't trust any of them. Come, I just had a thought. What if what's happening now, right now, is more fake memories? How could I tell? Really? It seems as vivid as real as anything I know to be false. What if I don't exist at all? What if I'm just a rough draft program for memories yet to be implanted in? Looks like a way out. I swear, though, if someone hauls me upside down and tries to slap my behind, I'm going to, ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention to the far end of the big tent. There you see the late, great Captain Marvel, although not nearly as late nor as great as his father, risked his very life by being shot out of a cannon that serves not only as his means of propulsion, but a multifaceted psychological representation of everything from a huge phallic symbol to a recreation of man's expulsion from the womb. But wait, I hear you ask, Rick, what's he going to land into? Will it be a net? Heck no, says I. A big pile of shaving cream, you inquire? Even better, says I. Looky yonder and feast your eyes, because frankly, it just doesn't get more metaphorical than this. Marv, are you ready? Now wait just 1 minute. Boom! And there he goes. And bullseye! And let's have a big hand for him, folks. And hey, remember, in many societies, elephant dung is representative of life and rebirth. Yes, it's a crash of symbolism. And now, if you'll turn your attention toward the, roar! The dung symbolism not doing for you, huh? I'll kill you for that. Who do you think you are? Who do you think you are? I mean, you can't even make up your mind. Are you a substance abusing loser, a naive hero wannabe, a raging crazy, or maybe you're all three? Maybe you were naive enough to think you can live up to the ideal that your very personality can't tolerate, and because you can't, you're setting yourself into insanely abusive spin. And maybe I've already talked this over with myself. I don't need your slapdash attempts at psychoanalysis, dear sister. And here's another maybe. Maybe the sideways realms exist between universe has different physical laws. Maybe here you can't absorb the energy of my gun. Let's find out, shall we? Bang! Well, all right. That's annoying, but oh, give it up, big brother. Do yourself and the universe a favor. Retire quietly. Get out of the limelight. Quit. I don't quit. Our father didn't quit, and neither do I. Do you get that? And what you don't get, Genis, is that we're here to help you. It's a piece of genuine luck you brought us here. Or maybe it's not luck. Maybe you sense that only someplace like here could you be made to listen to reason. Eros, what do you do? Oh, there's an example of the area known as an end space. We are literally neither here nor there. But for someone of your considerable power or capability, it's the only arena where we can handle you. Don't be so sure of that. I'm Captain Marvel, Eros. I am a mad god. I grew up with a mad god, Genis. I knew a mad god. A mad god was a friend of mine. Genis, you are no mad god. Oh, really? Then what am I? A letdown. Wah! Please direct your attention for the moment. We had to call the mother of all confrontation, Genis. We should have come to you sooner. We bear some responsibility in all of this, but it took the greatest minds in Titan much music, research, and meditation to define what had happened. Until we knew for certain, we didn't want to approach you. That was a mistake. I think you'll find your major mistake was approaching me now. Whoever you are, or obviously hope I'll think you are, you saved me. In this universe, you brought me back from a realm of the dead through an epic quest combining science and magic in ways previously undreamed of. You did it because you could not stand the injustice of my untimely passing. That never happened. Yes, it did, but not to you. Huh? Listen to me, Genis. Listen carefully. You were manipulated by cosmic entities of vast power, by epiphany and entropy, for reasons you think you know, but may and well not yet be understood. You helped entropy recreate the universe, an event we knew would happen because it was so cataclysmic, so unorthodox. You rearranged timelines and brought me back from the grave even before you accomplished the action. Knowing this future, however, we dare do nothing to change it, despite the risk it represented. The problem is, you recreated everything within the universe, including yourself. That led to an all matter of confusion and your alleged insanity. And again, in this universe, you already existed, but you were different, more heroic, more capable, right from the start. In fact, in this reality, your creation was such a success that I was inspired to repeat the process that bore you to produce a sister for you. I suppose on some level you couldn't help but produce an idealized version of yourself. But then you yourself entered this reality, and in doing so, automatically replaced yourself. Like a pebble in a pond, this action caused waves of discontinuity, the rips in space, such as the rip you pulled us through, and other shifts in space-time continuum, including having the same person be in different places in the same reality, but each reality is equally real, existing side by side. In other words, trying to explain some continuity issues. You may have noticed a discontinuity in your own life. Wearing the Kree uniform, Rick Jones' status as a music idol in the microverse, even though technically neither event occurred, the universe is continuing to pick and choose, sort matters out. It's healing itself. And now it's time to heal you. Get away from me! No, I'll kill you with my bare hands! And no, you won't. You'll listen. I am Captain Marvel, the mad god, the destroyer, the bringer of terror. This is how you speak to your mother? You're not mad, Genis. I, however, am sorely vexed. Oh! And do you see, Genis? Do you understand at last? You were never insane, confused, frustrated, and understandably so, but not insane. You comprehended your actions the entire time. You were just looking for to avoid growing up. Like Peter Pan, you enjoyed having all the power that your station in life granted you, but you didn't want the responsibility. You wanted to do whatever you felt like, and saying you were crazy enabled you to have it both ways. But really, you wanted someone to set limit, to rein you in, to tell you, no, enough. Rick developed the ability to hurt you mentally because you subconsciously told him how to do it. But that wasn't sufficient, was it? You made your endeavors bigger and bigger until you posed such a threat that your very existence was threatened. No, I am insane. I don't care about you, about the universe, about anything. And by the way, I'm not threatened. I could take on the Shi'ar and the Kree. Yes, but you could, but not we Titans. We made you, and we can break you. I'd like to tell you that this will hurt me more than you, but that's really not true. Mother, no! It's poetic justice, dear. If you truly are crippled in mind, as you claim to be, then you must be crippled in body as well. Nothing else for it, I'm afraid. Mother, no! All right, everyone, get ready. Wait! It's time for you to be disarmed, my love, and to pull the legs out from under your delusion. 1, 2, 3, split! No! I don't want to be insane. It's not fun anymore. I don't want it. I want to be. You want to be what, my dear? I want to be whole. You will be, my dear. You will be. I don't get it. What just happened? I saw them get hauled into that weird glowy rift, and then, like seconds later, out they. Oh, it was far more than seconds. Really? Because it seemed like, wait, you can see me? Hear me? Of course. I am Mentor, leader of the Titans. I thought Robin was leader of the Titans. Shut up. Yes, sir. Another DC reference.
Cool.
But they were in a realm governed by separate laws of celestial mechanics, where different and yet consistent variables apply. And space. The Earth scientist Rudolf Lipschitz made some interesting findings in connection with such things, because it was a place not of this universe. The more experienced minds of Ulysses and Eros were able to hold sway, to overwhelm Genis and make him face harsh truths. His inability to handle his cosmic awareness stemmed purely from his immaturity. All others who have this gift have a lifetime of experience to help them handle it. Genis ran from it, abused it, couldn't handle it. Now what? We're supposed to believe he can handle it? He remains a threat. The Kree and Skrull speak true, if gratingly. Our combined armadas encircles this world. Do you truly wish to match your might against ours, Mentor? Would you defend this lunatic? We will do what is necessary to protect the potential force for good. Leave him to us. We will help him, guide him. I'm afraid, Mentor, that may not be good enough. Then perhaps this will. Genis, no, what are you doing? I know this will sound strange coming from me, Mother, but trust me. Genis, he's showboating. That's what's happening. He's showboating. That's what he does. Let word be sent throughout the galaxy. Let everyone know. Genis-Vell, Captain Marvel, will henceforth be a force for good. No one will need fear me, or run from me, or fear my presence. I've come to accept the fact that to be aware of all that transpires in the cosmos does not mean I can control it, nor should I endeavor to. Instead, I shall dictate my life by aiding those who come to me requesting my help, and I shall do so in as fair, even-handed, and merciful a manner as humanly possible. And counting on my better half, Rick Jones, to guide me on the humanely aspect. He will be my conscience, and I will be his instrument of decency and heroism to the best of my ability. Please accept this as my humble pledge to you. What a load of overblown semi-poetic garbage! Does he take us for complete idiots? Our armada, well, gentlemen, enough. Let us away. But surely you don't believe we came for war, but we will leave in peace. Those are my orders to my ships in the armada. I suggest you advise yours similarly, unless you'd like to be at war with the Shi'ar. Of all the nonsensical, I didn't see you standing up to her. You think you did better, Skrull? Idiot. Mentor, we will be watching. Farewell. My colleagues, I suggest in the near future we talk seriously about setting aside our differences, designing a proactive program to ensure our future security, a more aggressive program perhaps. But isn't that what Captain Marvel and his Sandy said we would do? And unite and then become conquerors? We seek not conquest, but peace of mind. Our motives are pure. As for a madman saying we unite, well, even a broken clock is right twice a day. I will never stop thanking the miracle that brought you back to me. Then thank yourself, my son. Say what you want. I still think you should see the title of Captain Marvel to me. I don't understand something. She has power of cosmic awareness similar to mine. Why don't they seem to bother her? Get us mature faster. That's it. I'm afraid so, dear. Hardly seems fair. You'll come with me, Genis. We'll discuss how the best to help you with your new station in life. I would like that, grandfather. Truly. Good. Man, Marv, I can't tell you how relieved I am. This is all sorted out. It's great to have you back. Good to be on the side of the angels again, right? You fooled them, didn't you, Captain? Catered to their beliefs. They've no clue you're still insane, but you'll be playing it much closer to the vest. Yo, Marv, Rick to Marv. I said right? They'll never know until it's too late. Right, my love? Right. That's absolutely right. I do love that. That leaves it up in the air like, Who's he speaking to?
Right.
Again, the stuff with Epiphany dropped.
Hmm.
But that's the end of the Insanity arc. How was that?
That was pretty
Metaphysical?
It was, yeah. Um, I see what you mean by like you go from 0 to 100 and then you go kind of back down to 0 and I did expect a little bit more with the insanity, but it
Mm-hmm.
was it sort of mellowed out like really fast.
Yep. But overall, like, what do you think about the artwork, for example?
Oh, I love the artwork. I
Mm-hmm.
love it. I love the coloring. It's
You
just
like the new
really
suit?
yes, is just really spectacular with the colors. Love it.
Well, what do you think now of the explanation behind everything?
As I said, it's a little
Out there?
yeah, but I guess you have to get you at some point you have to it's fiction, so you don't have to be too logical, but at the same time you gotta reel it back in just a little bit. So
Mm-hmm.
it,
I love
it,
the whole, huh? Again, huh? I love that. He's just like, what?
it
Even
very
yeah, he's like, he's speaking for us. We're like, you lost me.
right. It does lose you, literally it does at some point, but
Okay,
yeah.
here's basically what it was. Um, basically in this better timeline, she or even eventually in the regular timeline, he was going to bring her back. Always was going to, but because of the events that happened in this story, this half, it caused her to come back sooner, which is why she appeared in the present day back in that story. You know, back in the previous volume.
Mm-hmm.
And because she knew that was going to happen, they knew this was going to happen. So they had to let it happen to make sure she existed. Now,
Ah, I see.
because now in this world, this is a world now. Basically, when he restarted things, this new universe had to be, yeah, he was better. So Philo was created. But now, because he merged with that other self, it's the other thing that drove him insane. And it could be because of Epiphany still messing with him.
Mm-hmm.
Which that now they don't know about Epiphany, but we do. So now we never. I
I
think we
see.
never
It's
know
the
what Epiphany's plan is, but still.
yeah, so it's giving you a little bit of reader, like
Enough knowledge.
yeah, but at the same time, you still have to be a little bit more out of the loop a little bit and
Because there
surprised.
was going to be plans down the line that obviously never got to.
I see. Mm-hmm.
That's the unfortunate thing about this. There's a lot of stuff he clearly had planned and planned. Basically, think about this. This goes back to the Supergirl stuff. How many things did we have set up but wasn't paid off till much down the line?
Right.
Even we
It
had
was a
some
lot.
movement, it was
Mm-hmm.
still kind of slow, like here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So in other words, it's a plot point that clearly he had an intention of resolving, but he never got around to it.
I
But
see.
how does it feel to know that we're finally done with the insanity era? About
It's
time!
right, yeah.
Again, 18 issues worth.
It it's still I would say that well, 18 issues.
Again, the first 6 was fine. This last 6 was fine. It was, again, the Calvin arc was made to go too long.
Yeah, I think it I just said it
I,
was trying to wrap up some plots too, or give you some payoff, and it did feel like a lot more wanted to be said though within this, but
mm-hmm.
as it really felt
Editorial probably
like
told him wrap it up.
yes, that's what it feels like. I can't when you can tell that that's what's going on, it does take you out the story a little bit, and it is disappointing.
And yet,
But
but yet he made it work. It felt like he had to
exactly
shove a lot of it into this one issue, but
right.
it worked. And hey, we got Phyla out of it.
Yeah.
How does it feel now to know that this is when Phyla was introduced? Well, I gotta say, I'm not a fan of that she doesn't have the star effect. That she's just blue.
Well, again, with not knowing the complete backstory of this character, if she had more story than within
Oh,
this
but no,
run.
that's the whole point of it, though. She's supposed to have been having this whole history that we never knew about because technically it didn't exist until issue 6.
Okay.
Remember, that's the whole point of this. He did this whole history that he's like, wait, I'm not supposed to know this. Because remember,
Okay.
it's the combined timelines or
I got
combined
it.
universes. So
Right.
everything they've been
Oh,
stating here,
geez.
it's supposed to get us caught up on what the dynamic is of these two.
I see. Oh, geez.
But hey, okay, but you know what? We got more to talk about next time on the next video as we go into the final the final arc, the grand finale of everything. And will it be better or worse than Supergirls? Let's find out, shall we? We'll see you guys all on the next one. Take care.